Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Today I will be streaming Jokes versus Pink and Jokes versus Iqba, so that's gonna be hella interesting to watch. Room is up, you're not seeing that yet obviously because right now I'm just joining the room and readying up, and then I will take you here where you can see my garage. And yeah. Basically, right now we're just waiting for the room to drop below 3 minutes. Some house cleaning. There are no rewards for watching the stream. You only get the epic gameplay. Unfortunately, no codes, no rewards, no portal crates or whatever. So, yeah, nothing like that. Second is you can talk in any language that you want in the chat as long as you are civil and polite. Just do not expect me to understand it. If you have anything to say that you want me to reply to or have a question, then you will have to ask it in English. That being said, I think that's all the household things out of the way. And actually, no, there's a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to have so that people can't stream snipe each other and all of that. So yeah, now we just wait for the room to be below 3 minutes before I go in there because I don't want people to be able to see each other's lineups and stuff like that. And it should be fun though tonight. Like, definitely fun. Like, the top 8 is so strong this time around. It's gonna be epic. I can't wait. Hello everyone that's watching, by the way. Welcome. Hope that we'll have some pretty fun games tonight. Should be fine, to be honest. I mean, we've seen Jokes be epic before. We've seen Pink and Iqba both be epic before. So really interesting to see what will happen tonight. And all the games are best of 7. So that also means like it's not really dependent on luck and RNG. So I'm kind of like hyped about that as well, because it just makes things more interesting, and it means that with it not being dependent on that, you also get kind of different games. That being said though, the XCIS clans tend to be a bit more, well, I can't say YOLO because that's not the right word, because they're very effective at it, but kind of like aggressive in their gameplay, and it kind of depends on what clan they're against. That determines whether or not they can handle that. So that's going to be very interesting to watch. Pink, of course, being very, very strong. Eager to watch them play again, to be honest. Gonna be awesome. And Jokes, of course. We've seen them before as well, doing absolutely marvelous things. So can't wait. So let's see. We have Jokes now ready with 4 Type 71s, a 113, an IS-7 and an LT. And on the other side, we see 4 Type 71s, 2 E5s and an LT. So relatively similar lineups with regards to the LT and the Type 71s, but slightly different choices with regards to the other filler tanks, so to speak, as we get ready for Black Goldfill. Energy Nico asked, do you play with your followers, Amonet? I would normally. The thing is that I've not really been playing much aside from raiding streams and just clan missions and stuff. Normally, yeah, for sure, but not during a tour stream, because I can't play PC to save my life, so I will just show you replays in between, and obviously not for raiding streams either, so there's that as well. But generally, I don't mind tuning with anyone, as long as they've got the right attitude, because I don't care what your stats are, I do care how you behave in the game. So yeah, as long as your behavior is like civil and polite and all of that, hopefully positive, because that makes it more fun, then I'll be happy to tune with you at some point. Obviously, server helps with that as well. But yeah, I do need to have a like tune with sub kind of things at some point. But it's the thing is, I'm finding it very difficult to find time right now because I'm moving next week, like 1 week and then 1 day away from actual moving, and honestly, that's taking a lot of energy and everything. But yeah. Anyway, we got 40 seconds left before we go into the first game of this evening on Black Goldfill. As I said, it is a best of 7, which means that the team that reaches 4 victories first will be the one that gets the point. It is a round robin system, so all the teams meet all the teams, so to speak, and that's gonna happen twice. And that should definitely just be fun. Like, tomorrow there's no stream, then on Thursday we've got 3 matches rather than 2. And then we have 2 matches, 3 matches, so to speak, per evening. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, countdown clock has begun. We're almost ready to go into the first game. And here we go. Woo! And look at all those Type 71s. This is top 8, so you can expect some serious gameplay. Basically, this is generally no longer the time to just try and see what happens. You have to make all the points count, because any point that you get is a good one. And let's see. We have El Polaco going towards the middle. Whereas Peppel is doing the same thing on the other side, both taking a position to spot. Neither spotting anything though. Jokes is mainly focusing on the base C side. Pink is near A. And of course, B is being contested. Marcinek might be in trouble. We see some shots happening multiple directions. Tonikawa potentially in trouble. Takes another hit, does not get his shot in. And we have Scorpio also losing more HP. Base C has been kept, base A is being kept. Marcinek might be in trouble. El Polaco is at the back, ready to spot, and he does do that. But Marcinek is in trouble potentially, because he's fairly isolated where he's at. Oof. Balvan taking a bit of a nosebleed there. And we have Rico. Rico holding. Takes another hit. Marcinek still biting back. Tic Taco has not been spotted. Balvan is though. That's a sin. So they know that there's basically a stack of Jokes players behind here. Papal moving forwards. Wanted to get those spots in as well. But El Polaco is not seeing him yet. And Jokes has an advantage here. They have an HP advantage of about 2k. They have a point advantage of about 40 points. And Marcinek is just still trying to hold and spot. Tonikawa in a tricky position. Does not get shot in the bum there though by Marcinek. And we have Rico hoping that they'll overextend. Oof, that did go in. And Marcinek does not get hit for it. Rico shot not connecting. So Tonikawa is in a very tricky position here. Especially if Marcinek can farm him where he's at. And they are still trying to shoot him. But look at these shots though. If he gets another one in there without being punished for it. He's just steadily, slowly but surely farming here. And now we have Gusto moving in. I'm not sure what they're hoping that he'll be able to do there. Yeah, they are advancing on Marcinek. Marcinek is going to go down. And immediately you see Jokes responding. Moving in. Going after Tonikawa. Marcinek will go down. Oof, that bounce though by Tonikawa. Well played. And there both Marcinek and Tonikawa go down. We have Jokes passing through. Balwan gets taken out. Pink having their tanks a little bit more divided. And that in this case seems to be working out. Patrick is being focused fired all the way to hell. Being very low on HP. There goes Rico. Patrick is not going to survive. Gets taken out. And Pink now has the advantage. No, no longer. It goes up and down equally. They need to focus fire. They need to keep their tanks alive. Both of them. Venu about to go down. Sin is going literally down. Wanting to take out Drago there. Scorpion. That bounce is all important. Sin does take him out, but it is 3v3. 3v2. And now Sin is in trouble. Polaco going into cap base A, which might be a life-saving move. Because Sin is not going to survive this. He does get another shot in. A is almost capped. And there goes B. The thing is though, with one very fast tank, it stands to reason that Papal will actually just go and cap C. And they will hold the point advantage based on that. Because Polako does not have the option to go after that. So he's capping in safety. And because of that, let's just fly a little bit faster there. We have Polako wanting to... Oof, getting missed there. Oh, gets absolutely hammered here. And he's not going to survive this. And he gets taken out. And it was a very close game. And I think that Jokes' fault. He was mainly just not being careful enough. So that basically was our first game. Game for Pink. And I think mainly that Pink dividing the tanks like that, making it hard for Jokes to push any singular one. Won Pink the game, or rather lost Jokes the game, because it kind of like, they lost too much trying to go after individual targets because they needed to cross over in places where Pink had crossfire. Well played. Now 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7. We have Jokes getting ready with, again, 4 Type 71s, 5 Type 71s now an IS-7 and an LT. And on Pink's side, we see 4 Type 71s and LT and potentially 2 E5s again. And let's see. E5 it is. I do like that. Basically, we see some tanks making a bit of a comeback in tools. But that being said, it is... E5 is a tricky tank. I love it. I still do, even though I loved it a lot more with the Cupola. But there are other tanks in tier 10 that I like driving more. And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. And into the battle we go. Let's see. I like this camo. It's very glowy. Marcinek again going towards the middle-ish area. Polako going more towards the middle, but not to the typical spot. He might be going to have a look at base C, or to see if anyone is crossing over there. And he does spot Scorpion Drago, but no one else has been spotted. Base B is being capped. Tonikawa going for an early cap there. First shots have been fired. And they're not decapping. Marcinek has been spotted. Base B has been capped. We have Papon making a move for base C. And that will definitely give Pink a big advantage there if they get that as well. Jokes capping with multiple tanks to get that cap quickly. But with base C, almost Pink's has a definite advantage here. Now we have Pozdravleni getting spotted. Gutsto so far remains unspotted. Oh, Sin crossing over, losing quite a bit of HP and then pulls back, which is probably going to lose him more HP. Jokes is moving in, going 7-on-1 on Rico. Sin losing more HP and Rico is gone. But Sin lost quite a bit of HP there, and is being focused now, of course. And right now, the focus fire is not quite there from Jokes. They're shooting different targets. And that's basically what they need to avoid. Artyom almost gone. They want to ram him to death, just to take him out of the way. Bar 1 dropping down quite literally. Tonikawa being focused on now. Have to keep in mind here that Jokes, except for Venu now, but Jokes still had all their guns. Even though they've got some low HP targets. Marcinek reloading. Tic-Taco gets taken out. Tonikawa is gone. Scorpion Drago is not going to live long. Bar 1 and Sin both very low. Gutsto in the meantime also capping base A but getting reset. He actually keeps Polaka from getting behind him, which is very important here. They're already at 840 points. And they need to make sure that this kill happens. Because if it does not, but it does, then it's a lost cause. 2 versus 3. But HP wise, Pink has the advantage. They need to make sure that all the shots go in. They're going after Pepple. 920 points. And Norman. Oh, that was a very important kill. Norman will get taken out. And they're at 990. And that basically wins Pink the game. That kill being all important with all the base caps that happened. Pink played supremacy here. And it was enough. Well done. That is some beautiful gameplay. Like, Jokes seem to have it. I think a bit hesitant here and there. But basically, Pink went for the bases and that made all the difference. Very well played. Let's see, 1 minute 20 seconds left before we go into the third match of this best of 7. No real pressure just yet, there's no match point for either team. But Jokes has to get back on their feet if they want to have a chance at winning this matchup. We're moving on to Winter Malinovka. And we see Jokes now taking 6 Type 71s and an LT. And on Pink's side, we see 2 mice being taken, 3 Type 71s, an LT, and potentially an E5. Ooh, no. Yeah, it is still E1. Still the same tanks, but different players driving them. And let's see. I'm kind of curious how this is gonna pan out. Because I've always said, like, don't focus the mouse. This is sort of like an Asia server meme. Because there have been years where basically they focused the mouse so hard that they lost because the mouse were all around stuff. Sometimes you have no other options, don't get me wrong. But when you have 2 mice like that, if those mice play well, then they force you to try and shoot them. And here we go into the third game of the evening. Let's have a look. Rank 50 mouse as well. That's been played a lot. I don't play any of the tanks nearly often enough for that, to be honest. I could get it on the Yo and the Spaghetti probably. I do have it on the Fury and the Spaghetti 65. 46. Oh well. This is what I meant to do. Jokes heading towards the A area, sending Polaka off on his own. Pink dividing more. Gutsto in the mouse already spotted, together with the 2 Type 71s. Polaka using a peculiar spotting position, but it definitely worked. And Jokes has been spotted by Postravleni there. They have to be careful now, because now basically they're free to move in. Base A is being kept. But we have Scorpion Drago going for that. And now we have players in the middle arriving. Venu losing HP. It's tricky business here. The mouse is being focused, but he is the only target that's being had here. Oh, Venu. In trouble. Almost gone. Basically, Jokes might have overextended here. Losing a gun this early on. And now they are going to lose Balwan as well. Because he's isolated too much. And basically Scorpion Drago is making things very difficult for him. He does get another shot in. Pozdravleni gets taken out. Balwan is still alive, if barely. And there he goes. Tony Kava gets taken out. Tic Taco dealing with Rico, who's now the preferred target. And they will have to focus fire hard for this to work. And now they're switching targets. Gatsto and in the middle. Getting shots in. Rico. That shot missing might be vital later on. Norman being focused on. Rico gets taken out. But Norman Bates is not long for this world either. Oof, there goes Tic Taco. 4v4. HP advantage of nearly 2k in favor of... Oof, guns disappearing left and right here. But still, big HP advantage. And we have 2 mice left. Together with Pepple. And this is the thing. They played the game of the mice. And the mice are at the advantage with that. Sin almost gone. And now it is just Polacco that is left alive. And he will need to deal with Pepple. And basically Pepple has the HP advantage. The mouse now moving in. And look at them, they're just holding together. And the mouse is going straight over. Which basically, you're a mouse, you can do that. He does get shot for it. But so does Polacco. And there's just no way. Unless he miraculously survives somehow. But now we have Pepple not actually crossing over. That shot not penning though. Oof. And Polacco gets taken out. And the game is for pink. Again, very well played. The mice, basically, man of the match. Both of them. Making all the right mouse calls there. And Jokes, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they seem a little bit hesitant. It's kind of like they're getting stuck in their pushes. As in, they push, but then they don't quite push. Kind of thing. And we've seen Jokes be absolutely epic, so this doesn't feel like them. And now, Pink is up for potential match point. If they win the next game, then they've got the match. And they get the point. Jokes now ready with 3 Type 71s, 2 Kranwagens, a 113 and an LT. Versus 3 Type 71s, an LT, an E5 and the 2 mice again. Let's see. 45 seconds left to go. And I'm kind of like, I'm not sure what is up with Jokes. And we might see an entirely different Jokes versus Iqba sometimes versus a certain clan with the way, basically with the way Pink is playing. They're playing really well, which is of course not making things easier. One of the Kranwagens has been switched to a Type 71 after all. 10 seconds left. Countdown clock has begun. We're getting ready to go into their 4th game. And Jokes really needs to get their act together. Because otherwise Pink will have this. And let's see, here we go. do like Winter Malinovka. I've not played on it much lately. For some reason it's just not showing up. Jokes focusing on the base A side now, but sending Polako to do some spotting. Papal as well. On the other side, going towards the middle. Marcinek is on his own there. He is trying to look down the alley. Marcinek gets spotted. The rest of Jokes does not. So that doesn't tell them all that much. Jokes in the corner. Pink is stacking all their tanks in spawn. This is interesting though. Neither team is capping anything. Polako decides to not be there. Marcinek no longer spotted either. Base C is now being capped. There's no one there to decap it. Rico changed in position now. And with that, Jokes has the point advantage. That will grow unless Pepple starts capping as well. Pepple's crossing all the way at the back. Pink going down and up the ramp. And this could be very telling as well. Because they have the position and the possibility to pincer Jokes now. No one is spotted at the moment. Base A now being capped. They don't know who's there though. Artyom does get spotted by Polako. So they know that there's some people at the ramp. He's getting shot at, but no damage has been done. And there's about 110 points in favor of Jokes. So now a lot depends on what Pink is going to decide to do. Tic-taco got spotted. Estes Ball one, they know where people are now. Slowly but surely. They should have a pretty good idea. Postravleni's taking a little bit of a hit. Tic-taco losing HP as well there though. Of course we have the people in the corner. I'm basically just flying around showing you the overall battle scene. Where everyone is just dug in. Because they need to avoid base B being taken. They know Marcinek is there now. So Pink doing this is a risk. But there's gun train there. And unless they want to lose like half a tank, they actually let them take it. And it would be risky to decap that, to be fair. But at the same time, there's an advantage that you don't want to give away like that. Scorpion Drago losing a little bit of HP. As does Gutsto. And another bit. And base C is still theirs. But Pink now has 2 bases. Tonikawa losing some HP. Venu being very forwards here. Oh, has to be careful not to get shot by like 4 tanks there. They are focusing on the tanks there. Tonikawa shooting Venu. And now we have Jokes moving in. But Pink is there as well, and the focus fire again is not quite there. They're going after Tonikawa, they're going after the guys in the middle. They're going after multiple tanks, they're losing a lot of HP crossing over. Venu, almost gone. Tic-taco gets taken out first though. And base C is now also being taken. Pink again playing a supremacy game. Gutsto gets taken out. El Palaco moving in, losing a lot of HP doing so. Artyom being focused. Base C has been taken. We're at 890 points. They need the fast tank to run around and survive. Marcinek gets taken out. There goes Venu as well. If Polanco dies, which is very likely to happen right now, there we go. 1k points for pink, and pink has the match up. Very well played by pink here, but sort of like lost by Jokes, like literally lost, of course, but like Jokes was just not holding it together. And I'm surprised that they actually did more damage than pink, but pink is playing supremacy these matches. And they're basically awful just letting that happen and taking the advantage that way. Very well played, cleverly played. Yes, thank you. So that's the first matchup up and over already. Also seeing some... Obviously, like I said, you can basically speak any language that you can. Just don't expect me to understand what you're saying unless you're speaking English. So yeah, let me start a replay for you guys. And let's have a look. There we go. T95E2. Is that the sheriff? I always basically, there's too many T something, E something numbers for the American tanks. It's confusing. And let's see what he does. This is a tank that I pretty much never play, with reason. There are no rewards for watching, guys. The only reward that you get is the epic gameplay. And now it's just going to be replays until the next matchup begins, to be fair. Hesitantly moving into the base here. And we know that people move to the corner, we just don't know where exactly they're at. This is one of the tanks I hardly ever touch it, because it's just not a fan. I know that it's not like a completely horrible tank, it's just not good either in my opinion. He's getting some nice shots in though. Mainly because the Yaktik is not angling for him. There we go. Becomes some nice farming that way. I'm not sure what you mean with surprise, please. What should I surprise you with? I'm going to look at all the other scores after the game, but I doubt that they'll be all over yet. I've got like half an hour left. That would be a fantastic shot. I'm not sure if that went in. Would have been brilliant if it did though. Oof. A little bit too impatient. A little bit too impatient. And no sniper mode. Thing is with sniper mode is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you hit all your shots, but every time you exit sniper mode, you lose a little bit of your aim. Now the spaghetti, which honestly should not have any trouble dealing with the spaghetti. And there's the Sue. So know where he's at now. There we go. Well done. A little bit more farming damage. Well done. You should have him. Oof. Huh? That bounced off the back into his head? That was the weirdest shot ever. What on earth? Still an ace though. Let's see. 4 kills. 2.6k damage. And 536 supremacy points. That'll definitely help. Let's see. Let's have a look at the scores. Some of the matches are still going by the looks of it. Pink won their 3rd game. Iqba won their 1st. Not sure, did Iqba have points yet? Yeah, no, that's still going as well. Okay. So for the rest, we don't really know yet the scores. So I'm just going to show you some more replays, and then we'll check again. So we've got like half an hour left before the next match begins. Let's see. Tier 8 apparently is a lot better with the single shotgun than with the auto reloader. I still need to try, to be honest. I think I've played 1 game with the auto reloader, so I haven't tried the single shot yet. But apparently it's really good with the single shot. So we'll definitely have to try that. I do kind of like the look of it. To be fair, I'm always a big fan of auto reloaders. These ones are a little bit different though, and they're a bit more difficult to drive than like the Kranwagen or the Spaghettis. Absolutely love the Spaghetti line. All the games are being streamed Saraga. Basically, you just need to find the right streamer. They are announced on the official Discord server as to who's streaming what exactly. I don't know by head. Oh, I wish we had that like super zoom for the for mobile as well. Come on, peek forwards, not backwards. There we go. General Kenobi, are you a wizard? Because a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he means to. Yeah, to be fair, this does look kind of cracked when you see it like this. So I will definitely have to get poof. Oof, he does take out the Emil. That hurts. And that hurts more. And you have a Skoda arriving at the back, that's an issue. AMX nearly gone. Wow. That is like the tiny slit of armor that you could not pen, basically. He does get taken out though. T28 as well. Oh, don't worry about that, Vertek. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Basically, you're free to speak Ukrainian. I just won't be able to understand you. So if you have any questions, then yes, you will have to speak in... You have to ask them in English. But for the rest, you're free to speak your own language if you're more comfortable with that. Wow, that type 61 though. Nice little farming at this stage. That helps, and there we go. Yeah, I definitely have to try it with a single shot, Yusuf. Nearly 4.8k, and he made it look really casual with that. I think my main problem will be like driving too forwards. But that was a lovely game overall. 100 supremacy points, a little bit of damage blocked. And then let's see. Well, we know how Pings and Jokes ended. Has this ended yet? They won again. BPS is not having the best of... luck is not the right word. But it's not having the best games in the top 8 so far. Iqba won. Who were they up against? Oh no, they won before. So they're still against the other BPS. Let's see. Raid. Oof, Raid lost to Appa. So Appa has 2 points. Serenity has 3 points. And we're raiding for Iqba versus BPS. Okay, let's watch another one. I got quite some nice games, to be honest. Just need to keep an eye on what's before and what's after the update. Let's try this one on for size then. Ooh, good map for it. Absolutely love this map, to be honest. It's fun to play in. Play on, I should say. And let's see. To be fair, the ace bond is still broken, so I'm not sure. Like, if you get an ace, it only costs half. And the reason that I say that is because I've been acing this tank as well quite a bit lately. And the ace bar is still pretty broken. It will still be a good game. But like in other tier 10 tanks, it probably wouldn't be an ace, let's put it that way. Of course, don't know what's going to happen yet. This might be an actual ace game. Casual farming. E1 is such a mean little tank. Oh my god, he got shot. And that's the end of him. Now, of course, we got a lot of tanks here. So that might be an issue. Poop bomb arriving as well. Oh, nice shot. Type 68 has arrived. Ooh, that's a nice juicy low frontal plate. I have a channel on my server that is called Tournament Season Replays. And if you want me to show off your replay on stream, then that is the place to post them. He's just casually farming at this stage. That's honestly, I love games like that, where it's just basically, it's not really about the super epic things that you do, but basically being in the right place at the right time, getting all the right shots in. Ooh, there's a corpse there. T62. Bit special there. Oh no, no, this is a press account. Oh my god, he actually woke up. $4.3k. Now he's out. I would just go into at this stage, to be honest. Nice little bit of fire always helps, but the guild gets stolen, so no Top Gun. But 5.2k is at least decent nice. Beautiful little farming game. In the Jaeger camo. Honestly, I like this one better than the other one. But they are kind of similar. I kind of like hope that if they were to bring in a second camo for the same tank in a relatively short time, that it would be more fun. More like you have like the realistic kind of thing, and then you have like the absolutely not realistic kind of thing. That kind of stuff. Let's see. Do we have a result yet? Yes, we do. Ooh, BPS Gravitas won. 4-2 versus Iqba. That's gotta feel good, because it's been a bit weird. BPS has performed so strong all season and previous seasons and everything. So to just see them, like, this sounds bad, I don't mean it like that. To see them lose this much, it just doesn't seem like them. That being said though, it is a very, very strong top 8. And we only see the scores here. The games might have actually been like really close. We don't know. Let's see. What else have I got for you? I got a 50p ace as well. Not sure. I don't remember what that game was. I'm gonna show you anyway. Let's see. Oh, with the Jaeger camo as well. Oh yeah, clan event will definitely invite a lot of kill stealing happening. Especially for the crucial contributions. To be honest, I am glad that apparently you can gold like 70% of it. So I'm just going to focus on the clan missions and I'll see whether or not I get the medals, and I'll probably just gold the rest. Mainly because like with all the tours, this is the thing. I love streaming tours and I love playing the game. I cannot combine the two. Basically, if I'm streaming tours, I'm not also going to play the game a lot. So when there's a tour season, I always play less. And after that, I'm just glad to have a little bit of a break, because there's so much, like, I don't know, the game just absorbs so much of my time then, and I just want to do something completely different. So I decided that since that guy seems to be alone, let's just go for him. But he's actually like, he'll end up being a bit closer than I thought he would be. Oh, there he is. And he is coming for me. And I do not pen him. And Yusuf is saying affirmative to my saying that he's coming for me. So now he's basically hesitant as to who he wants to shoot. So then I just track him. And that gives us a little bit more time. And now he's no longer focusing on me. Which is like always a thing that I'm happy with. A little bit of fire always helps as well. And then we have the type that is showing us this side. And still bounces my shot. And he does shoot at... Well, he shoots at Yusuf, not me. Which I'm very lucky with as well. And then he gets taken out. And now it is 4v4. And we have the AMX arriving. And the 268 is over there, which is also like an issue. The same... Oof, I thought that he was going to drive the other way. I don't know how I bounced that. That was a bit special, not gonna lie. So just basically block him for our object, who does get a nice shot in. Now we have the 268 in front of me. And this is one of those games, like, I have no idea how I survived this. Well, I do know how I survived this, actually, because he's bouncing on Yusuf here. Yusuf has been my perfect meat shield here, and that sounds so rude. But it worked out beautifully here. I bounce, he bounces. We all bounce. I'm just casually having a bit of a YOLO game here. But hey, it's working. And then we hit 1k points and I don't get the last kill. But it was a fun game. And let's see. Actually, I don't know what tank I will be kill stealing in. But I will definitely try for it. This was a very cheeky little game. Fun teamwork. Got really, really lucky multiple times here. Wait, how did I... Oh yeah, that's why I left the base too soon. Nados, you just need to be patient. The rule will come to you. Just not yet. Let's see. I have another game in 50 TP. This time by Yusuf. We're going to show that as well. Let's have a look. 350T. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Basically, that's another thing. When I'm basically streaming tours and I'm playing for missions, my concentration level will be like 0. So I will actually noob out a lot and just play very, very badly. And that doesn't always go well. And I'm grateful for my teammates for putting up with me on those days, honestly. It would help if we actually got like into the game. There we go. Yusuf not using either legendary camo, by the way. I'm not sure what to think of that. And there we go. And I decided to be cheeky and just head towards base A, which is what Yusuf is affirmativing to. Because basically, we will be on voice together when I have games, when we're playing together like this. And then I got a shot into the Jaeger and it was amazing. I can't believe that went in, I could barely see him. I think that the trick to the kill stealing part is that if you meet a lot of tunes, or you start meeting the same tunes repeatedly, then basically you just need to focus on switching tiers. Because there will be people kill stealing a lot. He's just being very hesitant here, which I understand honestly. There's a lot of guns looking at him. he's also not really getting anything damage in himself. Oh! Noise bounce there. Yeah, this game was honestly, it's just that's about the last game. This, you will have the same feeling with this game. This was utterly ridiculous. Let's see. I was in such a crappy position there. I was getting farmed and I couldn't really go anywhere. And they were just shooting me and farming me. Then I decided to try and get out of there. No, Yusuf is getting shot at. See, this is the thing. They were like all over us and that was an issue. Still not sure how you survived this one either, though, to be fair, Yusuf. So many bounces as well. Just casually holding here. I can't believe I'm still alive at this point. It wasn't gonna be for long. Yusuf did try to get there to help me. And then he bounces my shot and that was just so mean. German accuracy, beautiful. Hannes just asked, will there be streams that we will be getting rewards? And also, do you sometimes stream that we can get rewards? Random stream. I'm asking because I'm new to community. There will be reward streams for the season, but apparently that will only be like the that will only be like the final stages. I think there will be one on November 19th with the middle echelon stream. The grand finals for that. I can't believe you bounced that, Yusuf. Honestly. Oh my god. So much risk. Oh my god, that bounce. This game was utterly ridiculous, not gonna lie. Still don't know how this went the way it went. This stage I was almost like, just go elsewhere. Cap a base. And then he bounced again. It was ridiculous. Too much of a risk. So in this case I was like, yeah, just go cap B. Because he's probably going to go towards base A. And you can just take the base. But he's actually not capping. And that kind of like made me freak out. Because I was like, oh my god, where is he then? Where is he coming from? Where is he going? But yeah, as for reward streams, I will be doing 2 giveaway streams in December. So keep an eye out for that. And then he was going away and then he spots him and I was like, oh my god. One minute left, but he would have won by points. And then that bounce, and then that bounce was just so ridiculous, this. And then he missed. This game was honestly utterly ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, I will be having 2 giveaway streams in December. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I don't know yet if I get to stream the final stages. That will be up to Wargaming to decide. So there's that as well. And basically just don't really expect a lot of giveaways on YouTube streams. They're not that common. I love giving away free stuff, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't happen that often. Beautiful game here, Yusuf. Ridiculous game. Utterly lucky game. But beautiful game. And let's see, how long do we have left? 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it for that. So we've got a few minutes left where it's just basically going to be me talking, maybe. Also not sure like if everyone will be able to get rewards for all the final streams. Like I don't know if EU can get rewards for Asia streams or vice versa. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see that as well. But yeah, at the moment we don't really know what Wargaming's decisions will be. It will be up to them to decide what they want to do. And who they want to have there as analysts and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully. And now we just wait in my garage. Yusuf seeing his own gameplay now. Let's see, has the scoreboard updated yet? Yeah, it has. 12 points, 3 rounds. 4 points per round. Honestly, BPS, Speedrunner and Raid are not having the best time here. So far, only Serenity and Pink doing really, really well. Can't wait for them to meet each other, honestly. When is that? Ooh, they're up against Raid next. And then the 17th, they're starting against Pink. Oh, that's gonna be epic. So now we just wait. It shouldn't be too much longer before the room invite is there. And then we have to wait another 2 minutes before we can go actually into the room. But yeah. So for the games of the top 8 have definitely not disappointed though. General Kenobi just said, this AMX is pretty noob. He was a bit potato. Even Muto is feeling it now. But that was exactly it with that game. It was so ridiculous. Oh, but that does make it more fun, to be honest. I always say that Ace games are like a combination of luck and skill and RNG. Yay, room invite. And there we go. Now we just wait again. P1 number 4. I think they mean round robin round 4. But it's gonna be the last. Yeah, group 1 number 4. There we go. He basically scrolled past it. But yeah. After this, we're more than halfway through the first round robin. There's gonna be 2. Basically, everyone plays 7 matches. and then they play 7 matches again. And then all those points together will determine who's going to go to the top 4. Honestly, at this stage, like, if you look at the current score, then obviously Pink and Serenity are good contenders, but for the rest, it is still pretty wide open. There's no real difference between most of the clans yet. Mostly like 1 point, with Pink and Serenity having 3. But the thing is that Pink and Serenity have so far played very, whatchamacallit, very well. And if you remember that you can at most get 14 points, which is unlikely but possible, then basically, wait, huh? Where did, what, huh? Like here it shows 2 minutes something. Oh well. Now it's actually below 3 minutes. Let's go. Jokes versus Iqba. I do not work for Wargaming, Hannes. I am a community contributor, which means that I've got a little bit more access, like press account and stuff like that. I do not work for Wargaming, nor would I ever want to. Because as much as I love the game, I would hate having to defend the decisions that are made and to always be positive and stuff like that. I like being able to give my unsalted opinion. The only thing that's expected of me is that I do so in a civil manner. So I can't say F-bomb, 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 F-bomb this and F-bomb that. But that's kind of like common sense. I wouldn't do that anyway. But yeah, I'm a regular player. I just do more for and around the game than most players. That's, I think, the best way to describe it. No, you have content creator, you have community contributor, and in this case I am community contributor. Content creator is just basically anyone creating content. Community contributor means that you have like a bit more special role with Wargaming. And special role means more like you have more personal contact with staff. You can address issues better, you can give feedback more easily directly to staff, stuff like that. In my case, it also means that I get early access to some tanks, and then I can make videos before the tank is released, like my Waffle video that I released today. The Waffle Eater, which is the clan event tank. So stuff like that. That's basically what CC is, but no, I don't work for Wargaming and nor would I ever want to. So, less than a minute left to go. And we see that Iqba is now ready with 1, 2, 3, 4 Type 71s, an IS-4, a Sheridan, and a 60TP. And on the other side, we see 1, 2, 3 Type 71s, a VK-72, a Kranwagen, a 113, and an LT. Obviously, LT does not stand necessarily for light. In this case, it's a T100 LT. Probably which might stand for light tank, actually. I honestly don't know. But I always just call them LT. Because basically, if you have to pronounce all the names completely, it's just absolutely pain. So never gonna bother with that. And here we go into the first game of the second matchup of the evening. Jokes versus Iqba on Oasis Bombs. That reminds me, by the way, because I have honestly no idea. Does anyone know if there's any Easter eggs on Monendijk and which they are? Because I haven't heard of any. Like, I know on this map you have the flying monkey, and I was thinking about that because the other desert map with Desert Sands actually has the Easter egg that I like the most, which is the giant sandworm. But yeah. Anyway, let's focus on the games. We have El Polaco going for a spotty spot, spotting people in the city. Iqba being quite forwards here. going after Sin. And we have Balwan moving in. Oof. Not getting hit in there. And they seem to want to go after Polako. Maybe. I think they're hoping to get a reaction from Jokes. Oof, Marcinek taking hits from the other side. A and C both being kept right now. There will be a slight advantage there for Jokes. But it will be very slight. And basically, like with Iqba's tanks here, they've gotten themselves into a tricky position. Like you have the lines of fire here, so they're basically trying to bait people. Tic Taco losing quite a bit of HP because of that. But now they're going after Memcola, who was very forward yesterday as well versus Serenity. Gibanchik being focused on. So is Memcola. Memcola still alive. There he goes. Balwan requires some assistance. Marcinek, not looking too healthy, is going to get taken out as well. But Warta wants to take him out. He's survived by the skin of his teeth. And now we have Jokes trying to keep Tic Taco alive. And they do manage to do that so far. Marcinek gets taken out. It is 6 versus 4. But HP wise, there's a pretty good spread for... basically, Iqba has the HP advantage here. Patrick in trouble. Tic Taco barely alive. We have Balwan holding. Venu gets taken out. Sin loses quite a bit of HP just going up. Patrick is in trouble. But they can't really help him. Sin is being pushed on. Balwan is not going to arrive in time there. Jokes is being hesitant again. Base B is being taken. Sin is going to get taken out. Oof, he survives by the skin of his teeth as well. Then he gets taken out after all. Psychopath getting a very vital shot in there. That shot not penning. Balwan takes him out, but Polako gets taken out as well. Tic Taco is not looking healthy either. Balwan is almost gone. The game will be for Iqba, and I think Jokes is very indecisive today. Oof, there goes Tic Taco. And Balwan would need a miracle. He does get a big hit in, but it's not enough to not get shot himself. Overall, Jokes just seems lost today. Said the same thing in the last matchup, but it was the same thing in this match. When they push in, they're not really pushing the same target. One and a half minute left to go before we go into this second game of this best of 7. Anything can still happen, of course, and this game was close. Jokes can do this. We've seen them be absolutely epic before. That just needs to come out again. One minute left to go. Jokes now completely ready with 6 Type 71s and an LT. And on the other side we see 2 IS-4s, 1 Type 71, a Sheridan, a VK90 and potentially 2 215Bs. That will be interesting to watch if that is what they're ready up in. Basically there's so much... no, there we go. One is a Kranwagen and the others become a 60p. Let's see if Darkside readies up in that. The thing is that with the Type 71, it is so versatile because you can decide to either give more mobility or more gun depression. 15 seconds left to go. Darkside does not have long to ready up. And there we go, 60 to B it is. And here we go. The second game on Oasis Palms. Come on, jokes. And let's just stick with Polako a little bit to see the spotty spot happen. And we have Psychopath Yevgeny on the other side. Shots are being fired. Yevgeny got spotted as well. But only Marcinek lost some HP there. Crossing into the desert. And now we have the VK90 in the IS-4 heading towards the middle. Kame going to cap the base. And that is a cheeky base to cap. If you manage to cap that. Sin is looking for shots. But he's not even spotted right now. Blind shot by Polako. But there is no target there. Now Kame is spotted. But they already have the base now. Look how he basically went through the portal, through the gate there, without knocking it down. Base A also being kept. And we have now Iqba in a very comfortable position of just needing to hold. Jokes does not have a base. Base C will be very difficult for them to take. Especially with Warta there. Sin takes a little bit of a hit. Pulls back. Balwan also loses HP. And now base C is being taken. And they desperately need that. But even so, it will be tricky. Because Iqba still will have the base advantage. Still will have an ever-growing point advantage. And the roasting marshmallow people did lose a little bit of HP there. Oh, Kabanchik losing a lot of HP. I'm not sure they meant that for that to happen. He's only got 15 HP left at this stage. And he's got to be wondering what the hell. And he got taken out. And they want to push Warta, but they have to be very careful because of the guns behind there. At the same time, with the point advantage being as it is, they don't really have much of a choice. Lots of shot bounce though by Warta. Warta is being taken out, but it is taking a bit too long. At the same time, Balwan is being pushed in the middle. Warta, there he goes. Sin losing HP quickly, but so does Darkside. Balwan drops down, but it is 815 points. Sin gets taken out. Yevgeny, oof, there goes Balwan. There goes Darkside, 905 points for Iqba. Now we have Venu arriving. Polaka going for the bases. 955 points. If Patrick dies, it's game over for this match, that is. And he knows it, and he does it. Tokonami securing the victory there. Amazing little game. Iqba playing it very cleverly again. Joke's not playing enough Supremacy, because so far versus Pink and now versus Iqba, it's actually the XCS clans that are playing a lot more tactical and going for the bases, and that makes all the difference. Jokes have a tough job ahead of them, because now we're moving to Desert Sands. And they're already at a 0-2 disadvantage here, so they need to make sure to win the games. And I don't know what it is, they just seem, I don't know, insecure is not quite the right word, but it comes closest, I think. And let's see With 55 seconds left to go, Jokes is sticking to the 6 Type 71s and 1 LT. And Iqba is going for 3 Type 71s, a 215B, a Sheridan, a 60DP, and potentially a 121. Nope, it's not a 215B, assuming he readies up in this. They might just be changing tanks because now Warta unreadied. No, they stick with that. Oh, Ryan. Ryan is talking about how he buys tanks when they come out and stuff. I do the same thing. There's literally only one tank right now that I miss on my account. And that's the Lorraine Fearless. And I'm slowly but surely working my way towards that one. Oof. Darkstar went offline for a few seconds there. But he seemed to be back. And let's see. Polacco heading towards the middle. Yevgeny doing the same thing, both going for a spotting position. And now we have tanks from Iqba already being spotted there. Oh, Balvan! That was a lot of HP to lose that quickly. That's a disadvantage that you do not want this soon in the game. I actually expected more shots to go into blue rather than red here, but B and C both being kept. Iqba pretty much leaving the desert for what it is. And basically just securing the game by going for caps. Sin is spotted. Does get a shot in there as he caps. But again, Iqba having an advantage here. Marcinek and Venu both losing a little bit of HP. Marcinek losing more. The thing is that they're farming from the other side. Basic Iqba is positioned really well here. Going for both sides of the train tracks. Supporting each other but also spotting for each other. And Sin is there now in the middle. Oh my god, he got deleted. They were just so ready for that. Marcinek is not going to live long either. Patrick also having lost quite a bit of HP there. Marcinek gets taken out. Patrick gets taken out. The rest of Jokes now arriving. It's not in time. Polago and Balwan both go down. They do take out Kame, but that's the first gun from Iqba that they took out. And it's not going to be enough. They might take another one, but that's only because currently Iqba is not focus firing. Sin got set on fire there. Venu is gone. And there we go. 1k points. And Iqba has this game as well. Oof. Beautifully played by Iqba. Don't get me wrong. This was beautiful. Like the crossfire that they created at both the sides of the train tracks. And Jokes just pushed right on in. And now Iqba is up for potential match points. Jokes has to get it together if they want to win this. I can't pronounce your name, but someone in the chat just said they plan to win. Doesn't matter Supremacy or other. Now I fully get that. The thing is that they're playing Supremacy. And if you have Supremacy game mode, you need to play Supremacy at some point. Like, the only way that playing it like in an encounter game will work is if the other team does the same thing. But so far, Iqba has gone for the bases, and that definitely put the pressure on Jokes. It makes a lot of difference. So now, with potential match point for Iqba, for the second game on Desert Sands, we see 6 Type 71s and LT versus 5 Type 71s, a Sheridan and a 60 TP. If they lay a trap like that again, then that will definitely might be a problem for Jokes unless they actually anticipate it this time. Like the last time they couldn't know that that was going to happen, and Balwan just lost so much HP that quickly. But oof. Let's see. Jokes has to win 4 games in a row here. And Iqba is not making that easy for them at all. Polaka and Yevgeny again going for the spot. And now we have basically Patrick peeking out. Shots are being fired. And Patrick gets hurt. But the people do not get spotted crossing over there. Polako instead takes a big hit. Goes to cross over. Might lose more HP as he does so. And he does. But he does survive it. Base C is now Jokes's. And that will give them a bit of a point advantage, even though it won't be much. Marcinak pulling back. Going into a position where he can see if anyone is coming for them. A has been capped. B is empty. But that would have been way too big a risk there. So I do fully get that. Especially with Iqba still in the city rather than elsewhere. Also, again, I can't pronounce your nickname, but you've been very helpful so far. How do you pronounce Iqba? Because I'm just calling it Iqba, but that's because I read it like that. I don't actually know if that is what it says. Yevgeny going around the back for a quick spot there, but no one is there. Fanny and Patrick holding behind the building, as is the rest of Jokes. They're all holding onto that base C, hoping that Iqba will make a push somewhere and that they will be able to absorb it by the looks of it. And Iqba is just patiently. We've got Darkside in the corner, Warta behind the building as well, and Yevgeny racing around, trying to spot everyone, see where everyone is at. But he's not spotting anyone. Let's see. Yevgeny just keeps driving around. We're basically following him right now. We're nearing 600 points. There's like 2.5 minutes passed by without a lot happening aside from El Polaco losing quite a bit of HP. The thing is that if they manage to kill Polaco, then Iqba will have already gained the advantage back. So they don't really need to take much chances. All they needed to do is kill that little light tank. Water has moved forwards. We have Memkola. Yevgeny is still in the desert. But basically the rest of Iqba is stacking their tanks in spawn. This is the most stalemate game I've ever had on Desert Sands. And to be fair, it's not stalemate as in the way nothing is happening. They're gathering their forces, they're preparing for a push, but they're waiting for the other team to make the move. And that honestly makes it quite interesting. Before long, 4 minutes will have passed, and absolutely nothing will have happened. Aside from those 2 bases being kept and Polaco losing a lot of HP. But that is a lot of like dead minutes. 800 points now. Iqba does need to make a move. The question is, where is that move gonna go? Sin. Might have. Has to be careful where he's at. Martinek is positioned to have a look. Sin going forwards now. Into base C. They're expecting a push from there. Patrick and Venu also getting impatient here. Not necessarily impatient. But basically preparing for the push that is to come at some point. Let's see. Martinek getting spotted. They need to keep that base. They need to cap it. Martinek moving in. Wanted to block base. B is being capped. They needed to take the gun out. They need to keep him from getting into base. See, look at this. Oh my god. And now 960 points. This is a big giant cluster F, not gonna lie. And there we go. Jokes has the game. Oh, what a freaking game this was. Oh my god. What the F is this? Wow. Well played here. And look at just basically this lack of everything. But wow. Well played here by Jokes. Patiently waiting. Showing a little bit of impatience near the end, but they got it. Well done. This is why we do it, honestly. I love epic little games like that. That was the most still made nothing happening game for the longest time. And then at the very end, Marcinek actually man of the match here, because if he hadn't blocked their pushes into base C, they would have stood in there and they would not have gained points for C anymore. And then that kill just sealed it. What a big giant cluster F. Oh, beautiful. And I'm out of soda. That's not a good thing. I kind of need that. 32 seconds left to go. And now Jokes is taking full Type 71. Whereas on the other side we see 5 Type 71s, the Sheridan and the 60p. We're going on to Naval Frontier. Again, anything can still happen. But every match, Iqba is on for match point. Oh, beautiful this, honestly. What the F was that game? And let's see if Jokes can continue this. Hopefully, like, not as nail-biting as the last one, let's say. Jokes heading for the B and C area. Iqba doing the same thing. With Yevgeny in the Sheridan going for a spot. And he does spot Sin. And Kame is spotted as well. Now we have Sin waiting. Iqba getting proxy spotted there, I think, rather than anything else. Now we have Balwan and Sin in trouble. Sin getting hit from behind as well. He's in a very tricky position now. Drops down, but it might not actually save him. Tokunami trying to go after him. They're now going after Balwan. Marcinek losing quite a bit of HP. We have Jokes responding, going after Kame here. Oh, that shot not killing him. Marcinek taking another hit there. Memkola and Sin losing a lot of HP both. Marcinek is almost gone. Yevgeny not going after him. Jokes is pushing on, going after Kabanchik. Venu, low on HP, getting pushed back by Kabanchik here. And he's still not gone. Sin gets taken out. Martinek gets taken out. There goes Kabanchik. There goes Balvan. There goes Kame. Guns are disappearing left and right. Polanco now being shot from every direction. Jokes spread out. And now we have Polanco going to deal with the 60p that is much more healthy than he is. And now he's going to get sandwiched. Venu and Memkola both gone. Tokonami takes another hit, but there goes Polanco. And now it's Norman Bates and Patrick. The only ones left. Warta getting focused on, but there's just too many guns here. 2 versus 4 is not going to go well. Norman taking massive hits here. And just with the low rolls and the RNG and that one kill not happening, everything turned around. Patrick and Norman both get taken out. And the game and the matchup are for Iqba. That is a ridiculous game again. But I think this... And I call it ridiculous not because it's bad. Basically just the RNG, like all the very low HP targets that just kept living way long. And then just either getting bounces or not being focused on or being able to retreat like that. Massively well played by Iqba. Like this whole matchup has been very cleverly played. That game on Desert Sands though was amazing. With all the cluster bit F basically. But it's been a weird night, not gonna lie. Like I said, we've seen Jokes play absolutely amazingly. We've also seen Iqba play phenomenally. And I feel that it didn't come out today for Jokes days. And we know that they're a lot better than what we saw today. And I'm not sure if something is up with them or if they just got outplayed. And yes, of course, the other teams won, so technically, yes, they did get outplayed. But you know what I mean. It's not always that clear cut. I do feel that Jokes lost it a bit on the focus fire and on the pushing coherently together. And honestly, I always wish for better for all of them. And not as in that they're bad. It's not like that. I can't... Basically, what they're doing, I can't do that in a lifetime. They're epic. But I know that they're better than what we're seeing tonight. And I wish for them to play that way. And the reason that I say that is because I'm always rooting for all the teams. I'm always hoping that they all win. And I know that that's literally impossible. But I know these teams have worked so hard for these kind of games. And to get here in the top 8 and everything. So I just wanted to come out more. So that basically I can showcase them knowing how epic they are. And letting you see how epic they are as well. So yeah. Let's see if we have a score. Matches are still happening by the looks of it. Let's see how Pink is doing. Pink lost to Appa. Oh, that's a game changer. So Appa now also has 3 points. Let's see what happens with Serenity. They are still going, so that's not over yet. BPS. BPS lost to BPS. Spit Rennery here taking their first point. Let's see what's happened with Raid. Oh wait, we know that they were still up against Serenity. So Pink losing to Appa there, that is... Oof. That is good though, that is so good for the competition. Those must have been some exciting games there. I'm not gonna wait for all the games to be over, because that could still take a while, I think. And it's not basically because it's only the second day of the round robins. There's no real pressure on the points just yet. So I'm not going to wait for that. So on that note, I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the lovely games that we've seen from both Pink and Iqba, and of course our own jokes. And hope to see you all again the 17th. Tomorrow is a free tour day basically for me. But the round robins continue on the 17th. So I will be back to stream those. We will have 3 matches that evening then. So that should definitely be interesting. So thank you all for watching and have a very good evening. Good night.